Hello, everyone. Hello. I am in the Netherlands. I said I would pop back up on the other side, and you can probably notice there's a lot more echoes in here. What's it called? I can't even think of the word. No carpets yet in this room, so everything's going to be a little echoey. I think it's going to be echoey for a lot of time. The ceilings are a bit higher, and I don't know when we're going to buy a rug in here, so we'll see. We'll see when all that happens. But I've missed my planner, and I've missed connecting with you all, and I had no idea where I put my candle. I brought one candle. I think this is charged. I brought this over the first time in my carry-on, and then I was looking around for it just now, and I'm like, I have no idea where it is. So, put that right around there. I've tried to recreate my setup the closest that I can, just because I'm familiar with it. It's looking pretty good. So this is like my first test run. I have a new light, but yet it's identical to my old light. It's just has wiring for the EU. So there's so much to talk about, but I'll be including that over the coming weeks. I do have a fan on me, so my candle will flicker a lot, but yeah, I mean, it's the same camera, it's the same mic. I had to get a new mic stand. Thinking about a new camera stand, but we figured it out. It was not holding up the camera very well. But my husband got it really tight. I may have to replace that too, but I'm trying to invest in the basics here. And yeah, the light, it's just if I'm filming and the lighting changes a lot. I do want to film sometimes with the window open or the curtains open here. The curtains kind of help a little bit with the sound, but I can tell there's definitely more echoes going on. It was a lot. We got here Monday. We flew out Sunday evening, and yeah, those plane rides, I've gone back and forth now. So I've taken 5 plane trips over the last 4 or 5 months. So we came in March back and forth, and then I came in the beginning of June back and forth. And then came the last time here with my family. So when I just started recording just now, I was like, it brought me to tears because I was like, this is the moment I was waiting for to have this all set back up. And I keep looking around right now, and the lighting is just really beautiful. So I'm hoping that's coming across. I think in my settings here, I had to zoom in a little bit because it would have been way too far away. But I'll show you here. I think you can kind of, let's see if it'll do it live. I can kind of zoom in and out. So this is me kind of zoomed out, and you can kind of see the mic stand here a little bit. But I thought it'd be a little better if I kind of zoom in so you can actually see things. So right there, I think the zoom in will translate. I'm not sure. So I'll be playing around with that a little bit. Let's see. Right there, I guess. Because I want you to be able to see things. So I did not plan last week at all. I put in stickers for, I don't know if I even showed this much. These were our flights, sell cars. That was our big task. We did. We sold both of our cars to very close friends. So it actually went really well. This is July. I have no idea what I shared last time, so please bear with me. I have nothing in the course of meals on here. And let's see if I can recap a little bit. I would love to go through and check a lot of these off because it's like everything I could think of. And then some of the things didn't end up the same because we let more things go. We did have a rental truck that we actually got rid of, I think it was 8 p.m. So we didn't need it the next day. And that was a lot of work, but it was a lot of fun driving that truck. I will say that much. And we did a lot of recycling. The junk truck, they were our neighbors. And so they came over right around this time. And they're like, hey, do you need some more time? And we did. So they actually came while the cleaner was there. They came at noon, and the cleaner was amazing. She was amazing. She was local. And so we did. We needed those extra 2 days. And boy, did we get through it. It was definitely a lot. That's kind of just getting rid of just so much stuff we had. They donated a few things. They did like some e-waste, like computer stuff that we had to get rid of. I had my infusion on that Monday, so by this time I was tired, definitely, but I think I was running on adrenaline. And then I went to the dentist real quick, and we turned in the keys that day. The keys, it was around 10 a.m., so it was actually just before the dentist. And then sold the car here after making more donations. So we ended up, I am so sorry about I will apologize right now. My cuticles are horrendous. I'm trying to take care of them. I'm so sorry. We've been opening so many boxes I'm so dry. So I'm just sorry, but I don't really have time to take care of it right this moment. So yeah, we brought so much to my mom's house. We ended up getting rid of more and more. We spent most of these days here just getting rid of more stuff because we had to get it transported over and still go through stuff. I was going through 20 years worth of things. It was childhood memory stuff. I had practically every grade sheet, what's it called? Report card, since there were some really old ones, but I did end up keeping some of them because I wanted to remember the teachers' names. So excuse me, it was, it kind of altered how I viewed things. I had lightly gone through childhood things, but not to that extent. And to really dig in there and look at every single piece. And there were things in there I don't know what this is, so I let it go. But there were things in there I remember exactly what this is, and that's what I kept, I didn't have time to research, but there were some really cool things in there. I wrote an autobiography in 7th grade, and then to see that perspective that I had then on my younger life, and then now to read it now in my mid 40s, it's a treasure, right? And it had pictures in there that weren't elsewhere. And my mom's like, you're not getting rid of this. I'm like, no, I'm not. So we ended up, I think there's 10 boxes at my mom's, and that's quite an accomplishment. We had so many boxes of things of tools and stuff to fix the house that we were in, but we didn't need it for the latest house we were in. It was from a previous house we were in. So it was just so much stuff. We just kept donating and donating. And I think I mentioned there was a mom she's really close to 8 months pregnant right now. And she didn't have any furniture, and we gave almost everything to her. And we weren't sure if it was all going to fit in her place. But then when we saw it all in there, we saw like everything fit just fine. Like she really didn't have much. And so the kids were just thrilled to get a couch, thrilled to have beds, thrilled to have dressers. It was just really heartwarming, really heartwarming. So, and that they were going to name their new baby almost the same name as my son. And so we gave some of his stuff to them. And I don't know, there's just something about that kind of alignment that I'm just like, I'm just going with it. I'm just going with it. It's still a lot of mixed emotions because, oh man, the moment that we left my mom's, that was like one of the hardest moments. I'll start crying again, just think about it. But as we needed a whole van just to like get all of our stuff to the airport. So we had 12 checked bags, and then we each had 2 carry-ons, one a roller and one a personal item. We were packed to the gills, like we had stuff in our hands that we were like, wait, there's this thing. And so there was like, my son had headphones, but then he wanted a second pair of gaming headphones. So I just wore them around my neck. Like, I was like, okay, we're bringing them. And you just go with it. Right. So, it's just so much. So we got here Monday midday, and we did order something to eat. I had put some stuff here to make like a quick batch of spaghetti, but we were so tired. Like, honestly, but it was so nice that we had our utilities set up. Our internet was here. I had bank accounts going, like all of that. Made it for a much softer landing. We had 2 mattresses, we're still on the floor, but my son has a beautiful bed right now. It's simple. Wasn't expensive, but the way we had hoped it would turn out did turn out. Like, it's not normally how you would construct an IKEA bed, but it's like, cause we got like almost like a box frame under the mattress, because the mattress is really, the bed in the box kind, and it's really floppy. So you couldn't, you can kind of put that on the IKEA frame with the little slats. But we wanted it higher because he was taller. And so it took some work, but we got it, and it's really nice. It's nice and big for him. He was in a full, and he's like taller than me now. So he's like 5'8", 5'9", going on 5'9" here. He's going to be a tall boy. So he needed like a queen size. And that's what he has now. Like, about that size. And then we wanted to get a little bigger. And so we do, but we haven't figured out that part. We got a table coming. We finally got our dining room table chairs. Those turned out pretty good. So yeah, it's just, we're in the middle, but we have quite a bit. We did get our dishes the next day after arriving. They came on Tuesday. All the furniture came Wednesday. We've been putting it together. Today is Saturday. 9 hours ahead. I'm filming like at 8:30 at night. So it's about 1:30 in the afternoon. So when I get this up, I can kind of stay late up, but then I'm just going to kind of like schedule these like I did before, but it's going to be European time. So you'll probably get things a little early. That's my best guess. So I may go back and decorate this a little bit, but right now I'm just not going to have the pressure of it, and we're just going to start right here. So that's the update. I hope my pen works. I hadn't picked out any stickers yet. I had gotten some. It is July now. I could use some July. I had gotten, you know what? Sorry if I bumped the mic. I'm not used to it being down here. I usually had it up above me, and so I might knock it a little bit here, but I'll get used to it. I had gotten these a little ways back. I'm wondering, I don't know, or this one. These are from Love Charmaine. And I think I want to do one or the other. My birthday's in a week. And so I want to go to the local beach. I'm just trying to think like which one. It's not quite like flip-flops, and it's a little different beach. I don't think they have any, because we're on the North Sea is here, and I've never been, and I would like to just go over there. We might just Uber over there real quick, keep it real low key, but I really want to go. I really want to go. So I think I'll do this one. It's not really surfboardy, and maybe I'll just pick some from each of these. I'll keep it simple. As I mentioned, I think in the last one, I did get a new box for my Tombows. It was an easy order over here to grab. I thought about like filling in some more of my collection here. I have quite a few, and I didn't. There are sources over here to buy them, so that'll be kind of my adventure. I'm just thinking about this blue, or maybe this blue here. 491, 528. 491 looks pretty good down here. I don't know if I'll need 528, but 491. I think this one's 528, yeah. And 491. Okay. I want some blues, and I hadn't gone to like the Pacific Northwest beaches. That's what I'm gonna miss the most. Oh my goodness. Oh, I don't want to get too homesick yet. I don't think my brain has processed like what we're actually gonna be missing, and yeah, I'm kind of a little low sleep, I think. We've been sleeping a lot, but we're also like very tired from putting so much together, and that's just kind of where I'm at. I'm trying to think if I want to do any. I don't think I want these big ones. Thank goodness I keep these close by, because although I am missing my Monday through Friday. So I did upgrade, and my current desk is, well, my other desk was pretty long, but, and it went to a dear friend, but I only used a small portion of it. Like I used less than half to film. And so I'm like, well, I'll, upgrade a little bit here. Oh, I think I want to use these hearts. I think I shall do that. And this is reminding me of plants. I have 0 plants right now. That'll be a slow thing. I see them at the grocery store down the street, but have not gotten any. Let's see. So I think what I'll do, I haven't done this for so long. I feel so out of practice. This is going to be really simple. Not too much here. Ease back in is what I'm doing. Just put like a little blue sky. Is that too Bob Ross? Across the top here. Yeah, it feels so weird to be doing this again. I knew I'd be doing it again. Who knows what's in my brain. So I think I'll use these kind of more plain ones. I have been seeing we are entering into pre-order season, and I find some things quite interesting. I will not be purchasing this planner again. I was trying to give the creator the benefit of the doubt, but it was really interesting to see her posts in her group, and I just can't get on board with that. There are so many people who deserve their money back. I mean, I was really on her side for a while, but I didn't realize a lot of people were like, this has gone year after year. This is not new. And I wanted to see it for myself, and so I did. But there is another creator out of Canada who is doing a similar design, and the person who made this is not happy about it. I think that's why she popped up again. And whatever, right? Like, whatever. People are going to create what they're going to create. I think it's very hard to copyright this kind of thing, especially across borders. Like, you know, everything's kind of based off of Hobonichi anyway. Like, I don't know. And I don't know if there's stuff before that things are based off of. I don't have quite the knowledge. I haven't researched enough. Okay, I'm just doing here. Okay. Oh, it feels so weird to be, because I've just been winging everything, like everything in my mind. My mom's like, she knows how much of a planner I am. And she's like, where's your list? I'm like, they're all in my head, because I said, like, the moment I make a list, it's going to be outdated. Like, honestly, it's, we were just going day by day, and we just looked around. We were just visually, what else needs to be done? We know this whole house needs to be empty, so that's all you can do. That's really all you can do. And I know things are getting really bad in the States. Like, sorry, I'm bumping my mic. I really am. Did I keep, oh yeah, no, I got some kind of, I got that new brass, that's not it. Brass, I don't even know where I put it. Did I stick it back here? Because I was putting stuff to take back with me, and then, yeah, wow, I remembered that. I remembered that I put it back here. Yay me. And I need to do August soon. Well, no, not too soon. I'm glad I did July ahead of time. That's what I was looking for, to do some blue lines. Anyway, it's getting bad, and in some ways I feel so bad for leaving. My husband and I both registered to vote. We're gonna see what else we can do. Jeez, I'm sorry if I'm making lots of noise on my mic. I also need to get, for my microphone, a new shock mount, and that's what, like, I may need to move my mic. That's what keeps any kind of taps here are going right up into the mic. I know that. So I'm just gonna have to order one for next week. That doesn't look great, but I think I might cover it up with a sticker. And I should have put a line down here before I put those across the top. That's okay. I'm going to do a line here at the bottom. And we're just going to make do. I mean, the last time I think I was planning, my son was still in school. And that's done. Like, it's just kind of weird for that to be all done. It was really bittersweet to have that last kind of carpool with the kids, because I thought I'd be doing it next year too. And I did the pickups, my husband did the drop-offs, but it was definitely like an era that, yeah, there's like, I'm getting like marker on me. It was just so sweet to hear all three of them like laughing and doing silly stuff in the back seat. They were very, very good friends. And my son's keeping in touch, but it's different, right? It's different when it's at a distance. So, and they're starting to sleep in more. And so by the time they get up at 11 a.m. on a Saturday, it's 9 p.m. here, and he only has a couple hours with them. So it's hard. It's really hard. Let's see, habits are done. Tasks, I don't even know if I'm going to be writing things out or if I'm just going to be, I don't know. Who knows? I think I'm going to put this down here. I feel like horizontal flows more better with the beach vibe. I don't know what it is. I think I'm going to put some hearts here to cover that up, because I haven't used these hearts yet. I did make one order that came from Paper Tests, and now I'm kind of like neighbors with her. Like, the Netherlands is smaller than the state of Washington that I was in previously. So Germany is like Oregon or Idaho. Well, I'll just say Oregon, which is so weird, right? It's like, we haven't ventured out much. We've been here 5 days, barely, like just over 5 days. So it will come in time. What do I want to do? I just want to have some, definitely this kind of like beach grass. I'm kind of using this line that's coming through it to divide those up. So I think I want to put that up here actually. And that'll give me some room here. There aren't any palm trees here. Oh, actually there's some right across the street from us. It's somebody's yard. But so I can't say there's none. Let's see. We haven't gone yet, so I don't know what it's like. I don't think they have like beach towers because people aren't like playing in the water over there, but I will just kind of do this. Maybe I'll overlap this here. Just kind of give that beach vibe. Oh, deep breath, deep breath. I do want to take some pictures while we're over there. So I'm just going to put that there. Again, really simple, really, really simple here. If I can just keep it to just this guy. What is this? I'm looking at this blue, dark blue, right here. It looks like there's some stuff written on there, so I don't know. But I was thinking it was a beach towel, and then it looked a little more like a menu for like I think I'm gonna put like pictures and a little green. Let's put a little green just to liven it up a little bit. think like there. I think I'll put this here for, we kind of want to hit up sunset a little bit, which is late here. It's like 9:30 or 10:30. So here's a beach towel, but we're not going to be like beach toweling it over there too much. But I kind of like, can I pull this up? I don't like it on the line like that. Anyway, there, just want to kind of bring it up there a little bit. Yeah, that stickiness always kind of lingers. There we go. So I kept, this is the mat that I kept before, so I brought that over. It's, again, it's amazing how much we brought over. I am just shocked how much fit. We got everything. Do I want to put this here? Yeah, I think it's a summer of love. It's a summer that we are loving to learn about how everything is going to go here. I don't know. Anyway, we had a limit of like 50 pounds, you know, for everything. We had one bag that was over and everything else was under. And we also, a little tip, I don't know if this works for everybody. We bought our tickets, and you can like whatever airline you like, right? Like, you do you. We have been doing Delta to rack up some points, and I think I want to put, like, this is kind of a book or a journal. I think it's a book. And I think I'll do a starfish just to add a splash of color here. Yeah. We, as I said, using Delta, we bought this last ticket on Virgin for the Delta flight because Amex had I think it was a $300 off. We way overpaid on our tickets because we bought so early because we needed that date. But I think there's much bigger deals now because no one's coming here. Sorry, no one's leaving here. It is pretty busy for people coming over, I have to say. It was a full flight coming over. But my flight going back mid-June, my section was half empty. And I was just in the middle. I do Comfort Plus. So, yeah, it was half empty. Since we bought on Virgin, they allow bigger bags. Now, this didn't come up when we were checking in at the curb. We weren't at the ticket counter, and we didn't like put all the stickers on the bags ourselves. We had like 12 bags out of this van, and they had to then just be checked right away at the curb, which worked, but it was a lot. And they allow 81 inches, I think, for, you know, when you add up all the sides. But on Delta, it's like 62 inches, and 2 of our bags were over that. They were like 65. But he didn't do anything about it. At the curb, they're a little bit more, I think it's a third party that checks you in there. He didn't have a Delta shirt on. I think he's like for multiple different people and different airlines, I think. I mean, it is the Delta check-in though. So anyway, I was prepared to show like, hey, no, we bought these through Virgin. Their thing is like, they still had to be under 50 pounds, but they did give a bigger like size of bag. So so the one, I don't want to do a surfboard. the one bag that was over, I think it was 58. Like, it was pretty over. Like, we were prepared to pay the extra 200. We had paid a lot for a lot of these things anyway. Let's see. I think I want to do it right around there. Yeah, we paid a lot to check all these bags already, and I had prepaid, but they were at the Virgin prices. So I think that feels good. And the Virgin prices are like 200 for extra bags, but the Delta price was 285. So I don't know. I generally, it's nicer to have, for me, my experience so far is it's really nice to have the tickets all in the same airline that you are going to fly. Like, I don't really like to do third-party sites, but because when I flew back and forth at the beginning of June, I just bought through Delta, and it was nice to have, like, the app recognize everything, and it's all just sitting there, and it's all streamlined. And yeah, I paid $285 a bag, and I checked 4 bags, but the first 2, I think the first one was free, but I have to say, if you do use Virgin, you get a few little perks there, because yeah, it costs a bit less to check everything. So I don't know. Take that how you want. What am I doing here? We don't have anything timed. We've been mostly doing packages. Now we just have like a few trickling in, and Monday will be nice with no packages. I think there might be something coming Monday. Generally here, there's no mail Monday, I believe. I'm gonna put S right about there just so I can see it. I have to flip way back here. I didn't write them there. That's okay. You can take breaks from all of this. Here we go. And life happens. Meal planning. What is meal planning right now? Actually, we have a fridge full of food now. We do have some meals to eat. I am amazed that I got some of my favorite shampoos here. I got so many of my planner things. My goodness. I mean, I moved my business here, so it's just... And I'm amazed right now that it's really quiet. So there will definitely be times. So we're in the center of town, in the town that we're in, and there's going to be times where it's just noisy here. And I think our neighbors upstairs are gone because I have not heard them at all. I went up and said hi right before I left, but I have not seen them. They might have been here the day we arrived, but I think they're gone. But they said they would be gone part of July. I'm giving myself some grace on this stuff. There's no school schedule. We're going to submit our visa paperwork on Tuesday. So the biggest thing on Monday is to get that all. I got a new printer, and I've been needing a new printer for a while now. And yeah, it was a really good upgrade. It's not fancy or anything, but it was just, I like that it doesn't have the ink cartridges that you just fill it with ink. Excuse me, it's an Epson. So it was just weird to use the little bottle and just fill them up. It was funny. So we'll be printing out lots of our visa paperwork and getting that submitted. And usually they get it like next day and they process it within a couple days. And so we'll have everything rolling pretty quickly. That's how the visas work here. You have to be here first. And unless you're creating a much larger company here, you have to make like over $100,000 to do a BV, which would be, I don't know what it stands for, but best very BV. And that's not what it's called. I'm just trying to spell out BV. You can do that. It's like an LLC, but it's more complicated. So we're not going that route. You can do that. You need to start that in the States because you end up hiring yourself from the States. But we're going the ZZP route. So, yeah, that's what we're doing. It's fairly straightforward. We had all of our documents. Actually, my husband, the very last day was the July 3rd, because July 4th was like a Friday, I believe. Is that right? July 4th was a Friday. July 3rd, he ran down to the state capitol and got one last document. That was the last moment he could have done that. Otherwise, it would have been possible that he was waiting another month here just to have it done and then mailed overseas. Like, I don't know. I don't know how long it would have taken, but it was just one really important thing that we weren't quite sure if we needed. Like, you have to get all your birth certificates, what's called apostilled. And we had done all of that, but there was just, and our wedding, but certificate, but there was just one more thing he had to get. And thank goodness they were open. Thank goodness they processed it real quick. I'm just so glad we have it in our hands right now. So, yeah, over the course of the next couple of weeks, you do kind of like biometrics like you would if you were getting global entry in the States. And then we get resident cards and we'll be temporary. But yeah, it's mind-blowing. It really is. I think I'm going to leave it there because that's about all my mind can handle right now. And I just wanted to test out my setup. It's looking really good on my computer. I'm hoping it looks good when I edit this. The light looks really good. Some days I will share probably my face some more because I do have a camera, and the way that the mic stand is now, I can kind of, it doesn't hide my face anymore. So I do plan on doing some different filming, but this is just kind of easing in. And yeah, we're still a little jet lagged, but it's just, we still are kind of like expecting to go back after 10 days because that's, at least I am, because I've done 2 10-day visits and I'm like, okay, so we are headed back. But no, I mean, we're here for a couple years and it's amazing. The food's amazing. Everything, like, we brought over some comforts, and I do want to do a whole video on like what we actually did. Yeah. We're just watching boats go up and down the canal and laughing at a pigeon who lives near us, likes to coo every night. And yeah, I don't know. There's a siren outside, but it's pretty quiet in here. And it's a very pinch me moment. It's very pinch me. We got incredibly lucky with things. We got things that lined up just right. We were very fortunate, and we got a lot of help from a lot of friends. And I want to thank all of them, friends and family, who helped us just get rid of things. It was a huge, huge ordeal. We underestimated how much stuff we had. But now that we're here, we're being like really careful how much we acquire, because we don't have a car and we don't plan to. And it just makes it a lot hard to do returns. I mean, we can do some up the street, but like if it's bigger, yeah, we have to Uber. And so Uber costs money. So yeah, we're just like looking at things like 3 times. Okay, is this what we want to get? Yeah, we don't have a couch. We don't have a TV. We're just using our screens, but we do each have a desk. And I think that was one of the most important things, was that we each had desks, and that was important. So I'm going to leave it there. And I think I mentioned real quick, I got a paper test order. I'm going to try to film that real quick. And then I'll have those 2 videos, and I want to share more when that happens. I know these aren't centered. I put them as close to the number as possible just to cover up the word, but sometimes I center them, but not this time. Take care, everyone. I would love to hear about what your summer plans are. Are you shifting them? Are you able to sit in your backyard or a balcony, or just open a window and look out and take some time, have a popsicle, have a cold drink? Like, what can you do to kind of feel feel the summer, Yeah, I'm just enjoying watching, like, there was like 4 boys out on the canal just paddleboarding and splashing in the water and having a fun time. And there's a lot of people who sit right by our building and have ice cream. It's just, that's one of the spots, because there's an ice cream place just right on our block here that we're trying to encourage my son to go to. So I'll get back to you on that. Take care, everyone, and I will see you soon. Bye.